Welcome in, everybody. Before I get into this morning's update, I want to go over what's going on here in the crypto markets. First, we can see Bitcoin's up at 49,000. If it can continue pushing up here and try to push past towards 50, that would be a very interesting cycle we'd be in right now. It went down to 47,700 last night, and now it's reversed back up some 1,200 points. Now we are up at the top end of a potential target, which we'll go through, and if we can get through this target, this would open the door for a much bigger gain. If we get rejected here, it would be interesting. XRP had a beautiful retracement last night. We'll go over that. We're only going to look at Bitcoin, not for the majority, but just very, very, very shortly, just so we can see the potential of where Bitcoin's pattern is going to go. And the fact that it hit 49,000, now we need to see if it can continue to push through here, and 50,000 is a real target, or if we're going to have some volatility now that it hit 49,000, because it's going to be a very interesting trading day here today. And not just with Bitcoin and XRP, but the total crypto market cap. We'll be able to see if the market cap as a whole, if crypto's starting to push into this bullish territory. So now we're going to see something very important today. Can Bitcoin continue to push up from here? Can we hit that 50,000 point range? Or are we going to exhaust ourselves coming back up to this resistance area? We'll talk about it during this this update. Very important time here this morning. Very volatile. So this is where major moves can happen when the volatility is extreme. For everybody returning, the new users who found their way here are the ones who have been here before. I need you as much as you need me, and you are all welcome here. We have an open and active discussion each and every day. We do it from a positive and love stand. We don't play the victim here, and we're not negative. We play the winner, so we have to have all the information. I know the volatility's up. I know we're feeling good right now because we see Bitcoin's continuing to move a little bit here, but we have to keep our emotions in check and see if we can have a all-out rally here. XRP had a beautiful retracement last night, so let me set the stage here. Let me do the intro, and then let's get into this hot and heavy. Good morning, 10:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, February 12th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So let's see real quickly, because Bitcoin's moving. Let's see what we have to do here for Bitcoin if we want to get through and get to the next level. So Bitcoin right now, we've got the first tier we held. The second tier is right up here around 50K. That's if we make our full scale move through there. The ceiling right now for the old run up was 49,100. So if you're looking at from a double top perspective, hitting there from the entire move down, consolidation back up, this is that move right now. So instead of having this out here, I'm gonna choose just for right now, so that we can see the pivot layer. Now, if Bitcoin breaks through what is a double top right now, this would be interesting. This could open the door for a much bigger move for altcoins. This could open the door for a much bigger move in crypto. And some of our pain at the pump could literally slip away right here. Assuming Bitcoin can continue to move up and do this volatilely. So we're going to watch this today. It's already up 1.6%. Up better than 800 points. That's a 1,600 point reversal from the bottom, as it went down to around 47,700 in the early AM hours. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. That's as quick as an interpretation as I can get with Bitcoin. If somehow we can get over this double top, which we're up here, so now is the chance to get over here. This is our chance. If we can get over here, you can target 50K, and then maybe we can push 53 if we have the steam. We don't want to see this just give it all back. I would love to see this continue, and then I want to see a big explosion out of XRP if this continues. And now, speaking of XRP, I gave you a nice little rundown of Bitcoin, but now back to XRP. This is our main, this is what we focus on in this community. XRP right now, what exactly is going on? Is that a beautiful reversal now? Is this how we can continue to go up? XRP first tier resistance is right up here at 523. We're technically right now on the top side of that. So can we start to feed off of Bitcoin? That's what we're looking for this morning. Our next resistance would be 534, which we initially hit, came back down to consolidate. And when we were doing the live last night, for anybody who was here, as it was a beautiful live up until like 12:15 a.m., about 75 people were in here despite the late hours, and it was a very active discussion. And we talked about XRP coming back down, and we had a few support levels. It's held the first level. Now, if it gets rejected here and comes back down, you got 508 underneath. And if we come up, we've got 534 over the top. We're still very much inside of this descending triangle. So XRP is still doing its job within consolidation. And if it can ride off of the waves of Bitcoin, which I'm going to be very interested to watch that through this live, just the actual numbers to see if it can break through this very palpable resistance. And if it does, we're looking at some interest. We're looking at some real interest here. And altcoins are going to have their moment. The only thing we watch for is those sneaky reversals, obviously. But if Bitcoin continues to do this truthfully, XRP should have no problem coming up here in a few days to that 56-cent mark and starting to retest that area. The only way XRP has a problem is if Bitcoin somehow dumps out and then it forces altcoins to go down. But right now, XRP is doing what it needs to do to start having a nice recovery here, to start pushing up, and to potentially start reaching into some newer levels. If we take this down into like the daily time frame, we've done exactly what we need to do, holding the reversal. And now it specifically comes into the fact, can we find the buyers to push us through? Because we do have a technical death cross according to EMA lines, but they are lagging indicators. So could this be the end of that death cross, and could this be the start of the reversal back up? That's what we're waiting to see. And all of it's going to fall on Bitcoin's back right now. If Bitcoin can keep strength here and continue to rally up, we are going in for a monumental day here. If Bitcoin doesn't have the strength and it runs out of buyers here, these are where altcoins can do interesting things. Just because Bitcoin goes down here wouldn't necessarily mean altcoins have to follow it. But it does, they do play similarly. Now, in the positive aspect of this, if we see Bitcoin bounce off of this, and we see it break this 49,000 and start pushing 50 and beyond, oh baby, we've been waiting a long time, and we could start forcing ourselves into a, once we get on top of 50,000, that's when I start speculating that Bitcoin is starting to tug towards back a bull market. So we're awfully close. The first big step would be to get over that 49,000, that double top area right now, 49,133. If we can get over that, your next big area starts pushing up closer to 51,000. 50,000 is obviously a big psychological level for Bitcoin. But XRP now, when we're looking for us with XRP, we're down 141.7 million on the market cap. It's at 28.54 billion. Where does the market cap take us for XRP? If we want to have this breakout, the market cap's going to have to tug us to the up direction. Right now, we've got a resistance at 28.79 billion, which is interesting. Which is very interesting that we're at this level right now. In the daily time frame, we do have what looks like a Dragonfly Doji, a bearish one right now. Plenty of time left in this candle, though, in the daily. We've still got 8 hours and 41 minutes. 8 hours and 41 minutes. So we've got plenty of time to finish this pattern. If you look at it in the 4 hourly, XRP looks like it's put in a reversal candle right now. So we're going to see very quickly if we can get past that 28.79 and ultimately get past this 200-day at 29.13 to signify a continued push up. And if XRP did go back up, you're going to retest some of these old areas, and that would be a push up to 31.8 billion. And that, to me, would open up the door for a run to 56 cents if we could come up there. But like I said, it's all going to depend. It's all going to depend. I don't want to see during this update Bitcoin, well, it depends what your perspective is, but if you're looking for a rally, you're looking for Bitcoin to continue moving up and break that 49.13 and then continue up to 50. We're not looking for a retracement back down towards 48. We've already cleared out from 47.7 up, so you would expect to see the continuation, just like XRP. We've already cleared down to 515 area, so you technically are not going to want to see a huge tug back down because XRP just took all that work to get back up. You want to just see continuation. The only thing I'm seeing with XRP, and this is just an honest observation, is that as we continue to come up in the 30, we're losing volume. So when we came right here, we started off with the reversal. Then we have the first candle. We have 238,000. Right now we have 171, but there's still 9 minutes to go. So that could very well pass. It was just, we're starting to, from here, 280,000, 340, 247, a squeeze candle at 292, 140, 171. So the volume is much less on this last part of the push up. So I'd like to see an explosive candle here if XRP, in fact, is going to continue moving and this isn't a fake out. Because that volume is starting to come back down. So we're going to want to see some kind of correlation that we can get out of this range. In the hourly, you can see it's went back bullish for the last couple candles. And right now, we're still trying to get that explosive move here for XRP. And we're going to be very patient. I mean, we've been patient. We've been in XRP for a long time. We've been in our ISO and IoT tokens. So I know some of you are waking up and you're very excited this morning to see Bitcoin teetering with 49,000. You're very excited to see it come up to that double top area. Now we need to get more excited. And the next step of excitement is if Bitcoin can take 49.1 and hold that and start pushing up. So, and the next area for excitement for XRP is to get above 534. If we can get above 534, that would be a huge sign of the bulls are stepping in. Right now, we've gotten over a resistance area, the first one at 522. Next is 534. Last time we hit 534, we got rejected, came back down and consolidated. Nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with consolidating and trying to get some extra strength here for the push up. We just need to follow by some volume. Right now, we're not getting the follow through with volume, but that doesn't mean we're not going to. That just means this is the initial attempt. And now we're going to see if we've got any more in the back pocket, let's just say. If we take a look at the total crypto market cap, it's at 1.774, up 0.95%, 1.774 trillion. There's a technical move that if it hits, it's at 1.795 trillion. That's the pivot point. If we hit that, it's actually I guess we could use it a little bit higher. But the pivot point is from farther back. Last time it hit this pivot area over here at 1.8, it came all the way back down. So with this new garnered support, is this going to allow us to break through now with the total crypto market cap? That is the one question we have. Is this where we now break through into new levels? And if we do, it's going to be a beautiful thing for Bitcoin and our altcoins. If crypto makes it through this next step, one thing we have to watch out for is the DXY. For anybody who was in the live last night, we talked about how it was trying to bull flag off of a formation break. And now if it bounces off the support like it's starting to, the technical target's at 105.07. What implications would that have on crypto, if any? It may have none. Bitcoin's just running unopposed right now. So until we hit that wall, the brick wall, money can continue to come in. But now that we've double topped, we have to be very observant to see if we have that next set of remorse or next set of buyers lined up to push us to 50K. This is where it's exciting. This is where we're going to get that extreme volatility one way or the other. And this is where shorts and longs alike are going to get tested. As you've seen overnight, the longs got tested overnight on Bitcoin, just for Bitcoin to go down to 47.7 and come right back up to 49.1 and retest the double top, or to test the double top area. And XRP went all the way down to 515, 514, just to come right back up to 524. There's a lot of optics and volatility when it comes to cryptocurrency right now. There's a lot of hearsay in the markets. There's a lot of people telling us that crypto, one way or the other was supposed to go down and it goes up. We were told that we were going to go down under 20,000 for the longest time. And now here we are approaching 49,000 again. So there's a lot of people that are sitting back right now and saying, oh my God, how did I miss out on this? There's a whole nother populace saying, well, I've already been in for all this time. It's time to sell my Bitcoin. And then there's a whole nother populace that's saying, you know what? Bitcoin's railing. It's getting close to 50K. I'll buy now. Hit this double top. So which way wins and which way loses? The ones who buy on now, do you think they're going to get the continuation? Or do we think there's going to have to be some more liquidity? That's the biggest question today. If you see Bitcoin break 50K today, XRP is lagging behind like crazy. Like crazy. The only reason that I ever get a little nervous when I see altcoins not performing at all, when Bitcoin's moving like that, especially when I look across the entirety of the market and I don't see anything with that big of a game. DAG has a little bit after a major drop. So it had a nice reversal. Well, that wasn't major, but it needed the reversal. So right now, all eyes are on Bitcoin, because that's going to lead the market's direction. It's the fact that it's double topped right now that makes it a little difficult to make a trade, because there's a lot of speculators that when it came back to that level, I know are going to shortchange this. So we need to see if we have enough buyers to meet the demand at this zone. If we do, we're going to continue to stair step all the way up to 50K. If we don't have the buyers to meet this area, well, it's only a guess of what can happen, because we did go down to 47,700 last night. So we did find buyers on the way down. Now it's a matter of, can we get enough, volatility to push through this top resistance? So me personally, it's going to be an exciting day. I'm very excited about XRP just to see if, in fact, we can get some bulls help here. Later on this morning, early afternoon, I'm going to be releasing a couple different news articles that are very pertinent to the information about a possible move up. But I want to keep this update right now to technical analysis, because there is a lot that I've gone over. If you need to watch this twice, I completely understand it. But if you're watching XRP, just understand. Right now, we're going from a tier 1 attempt. And to validate the push up, we need to get above 534 and hold it. And then that's going to validate the move up for a tier 2 resistance, which is up at 56 cents. If XRP were to break 56 cents, that's when we break this pattern open, and we can potentially move up to that rising channel resistance at 66. Make sure, though, we have a major resistance level at 60 cents. So they would go from 56 to 60 if we do continue breaking up. And then if we didn't continue breaking up, instead of going from 56 to 60 all the way up to 66, if we were to break down with XRP, I think it's pretty simple to determine what would happen. Our first major level of support is 522. There's your first line in the sand. If XRP is above 522, it's trying to get up to 534 and beyond, possibly. If it's below 522, it could very well be hunting that 49 cent area. So that's the importance of this holding right now. If you did get above or below 522, you got 518, 508, 494 underneath. So, well, now it's 49 cents. We can just say instead of 494. So those are the openings that are from resistance to support. But now it's really going to be at a standstill here. I think a lot of the market makers, I think a lot of people that are getting in here to trade, they're very, very, very vehemently looking at Bitcoin right now and saying, come on, baby. Push us that 50K. Push us that 50K. Don't hit a wall. And let's keep doing this one step at a time and push ourselves into an explosive market that could get Bitcoin to 100K. That's what the speculators are saying right now. That's what they're feeling in their gut, saying, I knew this could happen. The question is are we buying it right now if you're not in? Do you believe this is the right spot? So you have to make an educated and informed decision. I am not a financial advisor. I just come on here each and every day to try to put you in the best possible position to make an educated trade. I don't have any special interest. So with that, I thank you for tuning in. If you found your way back here to the community, I need you as much as you need me, whether new or old. I need everybody. We're a very growing community. We're an explosive community. And we do tell the truth here. Makes it harder for me to find an audience, but for the ones who are here and the ones who are staying, I'm blessed more than you know. To the members of Tom's Army, thank you for putting the weight of the world on your shoulders to help support my program. If you'd like to show me support for the time I put in, consider joining Tom's Army. We're sending one YouTube super chat per month to help me run my program. I don't do any paid promotions, advertisements, or sponsorships of any kind. So if you could find it in your heart to help me continue to run this program, I'd greatly appreciate it. I believe I do a good job in doing what I do, but I still need to do an expandable approach and do even better. So I promise you my dedication each and every day. I promise you to be on top of these charts, and we will keep in line one step at a time, emotion-free. And if we do have a monumental breakout here, we'll be watching this together. We've done a lot of work building into these positions, and it would be a beautiful time to see us get a little bit of a payback. With XRP, if you're not in right now, you're still getting about 2 to 1 per dollar. It's never a bad time to buy. We went all the way up to $1.98 in 2021, and we're still consolidating now from that move up to resistance. Bitcoin, for the first time since then, is trying to approach 50K. We have double top, so just be cautious at 49,100 and some change. So if this ends up being a resistance, one could point here and say, well, there is a double top there, so it's not surprising that we had a consolidation. On the other hand, if we get above 49,133, we could have a very explosive day today, or an explosive week. So be excited about that. Until it gives you a reason not to be excited right now, at least have that mindset that, hey, anything's possible right now. Don't let your emotions slap you in the face, but enjoy a good thing while it's going. Don't don't get negative right now just because, oh, Bitcoin hit that area. Just be happy that we've gotten to where we've gotten and that altcoins have a chance right now. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Thank you all for watching this. I'm going to get my day started off. I got to get to the gym and yada, yada, yada. Please make sure to hit that like button and share. If you're looking to trade XRP, your favorite crypto, in the video description below, I've got PHEMEX, BITUNIX, and MEXC. Lowest spot fees for leverage and spot buying. I use those instead of Uphold, and then I'll send it to Uphold so that I can avoid spot fees if possible. But other than that, just look in the video description below and make an educated and informed decision. Hashtag be better, do better.